Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another devlog for my video game Striking Gold, which is a Western-style city builder mining operation game that you kind of have to strategize your way through and build your town from the ground up. The very first thing that I want to announce is that Striking Gold is officially over on the Steam webpage store that you guys have access to now, and you can add it to your wish list. And I very much would appreciate you guys if you click the link down below in the description and added the game to your wish list. It is one of the biggest successful factors of how well your game does is the amount of wish lists that you get on Steam. So please go over there, show some love, and this will progress as the game progresses as well. So keep an eye on that and just to see it update. So again, the link will be down below if you guys want to add Striking Gold to your wish list. And the last announcement that I want to give you guys is that if you want to help fund this game, Striking Gold, and support me, you can now become a Discord member over in my Discord server. Click the link down below if you guys want to help me out. I would very much appreciate it. A few perks that you can have is just a shout out in the video, become a game tester for Striking Gold when that time comes, and even name a character in the game, as I'm planning on developing that rather soon here. So if you guys want to help support me, again, the link will be down below. Thank you guys so much, and let's get on into the devlog. So in the last devlog, I kind of ended the video with just me rambling about how I don't really know how to do things. So with the help of some of you guys, you lovely viewers, I did actually manage to get the animation working that I was struggling with last devlog. So now the minor animations are working, and I'm going to showcase you them now. So as you can see, the character does not mess up. Now it is still a little funky just because I'm having a little bit of trouble getting the box to transition smoothly in and out of his hands. But as far as the animation goes for the character, it does work, and it actually does, you know, bend at the right bones and things like that. So I was able to fix that. I'm super happy, and this will open up a lot of options for me in the future as far as what type of animations that I could use. So thank you guys again for helping me out, not only in the YouTube comments but also in the Discord server. So thank you guys again for that. I decided to go back and work on the work girl again, the character that spawns from the saloon when you place it down. At the moment, the work girl is just a worker at the saloon that will come out and wander randomly around the building's facility, which I had some ideas to implement some more functionality in the future, and now is the future. So we have the cowboy coming to visit the town, and when he gets in a certain radius, the work girl should interact with him now. As you can see, she walks up to the cowboy, talks to him for a little bit, and then kind of lures him back into the saloon, I guess you could say. Lure sounds like a funny word or term to be used, but yeah, so now the timing's a little bit off. I do need to adjust some things still, but now the NPCs are actually starting to interact with each other, which brings a lot of life to the game, surprisingly, and I could start implementing this into some of the other NPCs as well, like the sheriff and things like that. But for now, the work girl does interact with just the cowboys at the moment, but she'll probably interact with some other NPCs in the future and kind of bring them into the saloon and, you know, try to persuade them to spend their hard-earned cash, I guess. So it's definitely something that adds some life to the game. Let me know what you guys think on if there's something else I can add to this work girl. But for now, she basically works. There's probably some few things I need to adjust here and there. Something that I definitely should have added to this game a long time ago, but I'm just now getting to it, is the ability to pause and speed the game up. This would have helped me out tremendously debugging things, which is honestly the main reason why I did even throw it in here, just to speed things up while I'm trying to debug things. But now you can actually pause the game. As you can see here, the miner is now frozen in place. And then you can also speed it up 2 times, and then you can speed it up 3 times. So now you have the option to speed it up, which any game that is relatively similar to the style of Striking Gold, they pretty much all have this functionality. It even speeds up the time down below. and things like that. So this is definitely going to be super nice, and this was surprisingly relatively easy to implement after I figured out how to do it. So it didn't take me a whole lot of time to actually add this to the game, but it definitely is something that just makes the game feel well more polished, and you know, obviously this is something that definitely had to be added. I have been pretty busy with my job recently. I am a roofing contractor, so I am out and about climbing people's roofs, inspecting them for homeowners, and I thought this view from this person's house was actually pretty cool, so I figured I'd share it with you guys and just kind of give you an idea of what I do on a daily basis, really. But if you guys like these types of clips and showing what I do on a daily basis in the devlogs, let me know and I can add more of these. I just thought it was nice to kind of showcase to you guys what I do outside of the game as well, but I'll leave that to you guys. So you might notice the new addition to the map here is the river that I've created, which turned out pretty nice. I'm actually super excited about how this turned out. It looks really good and definitely matches the game, I think. So it took me a while to get the hang of the spline system that I used for this water. The material even has like a little movement in it. You might be able to notice it's definitely looks pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with how it turned out, but the reason why I created this is because with the addition of the ability, or not necessarily the addition, but the ability to have me knowing how to get the animations to work properly on the character, I can now add panning to the game. So if we take a look here, the miner will start to do some animation where he is panning. Oh, that's the wrong animation, sorry. Yeah. Anyways, so if you're unaware, panning was actually a method of early mining back in the day where miners would kind of do this for a super low cost efficient way of mining and gathering resources. They were mainly looking for gold, which this was actually quite successful from my understanding. It just took a lot longer of a process. You didn't get as much in return from actually doing this, but it was super low budget and efficient and super easy to do. Anybody could go out to the rivers with a pan and just hope to find some gold, and this was actually a way for them to kind of determine where they could start mining and actually digging into the ground and looking for resources, because if there's gold in the lakes and the rivers and things like that, then obviously there's probably gold elsewhere. So that's pretty much my understanding about panning. So I do plan on adding this, or I did add it, but I do plan on using this for the very early stages of the game. It's going to be a lot slower process. Again, it's going to not give us or give you as much resources, but it's going to be something to do very early on and just give you a bit of variety of ways the miners can actually collect some resources. So I'm super excited how this turned out. I think it looks very good for the game. There are some things that I do want to implement, hopefully in the future, like maybe randomizing splines, river splines, and actually randomize the way the rivers go into the game. But honestly, at the moment, I'm not too sure if this is something that I can actually implement into the game as it currently is. I have no idea. Maybe I'll think of something in the future, but let me know what you guys think about the panning system, and give me some of your thoughts and ideas down below in the comment section, and I would love to hear your guys' feedback. So I went back and worked a little bit more on the miner again, seeing as this is the main focus of the character. You know, I'll probably be revisiting him quite a few times, but if you look closely, there is a small particle system that does spawn now when he strikes the rock, which does look a lot better. I don't know how well you guys are actually going to be able to see it, but I can actually see it while playing the game. It looks honestly a lot better than it did before, just adds a lot more to it. So there's some rocks flying, some sparks flying every time he hits the rock now. And then you can also see that he does carry a sack back whenever he's done for the day. And he actually carries everything that he's attained during the workday back to his tent, just to make it feel a little bit more realistic. Obviously, anything that they gather during the day, they obviously have to bring back. So that's just something that I added to represent that as well. So let me know what you guys think about the changes of the miner. One more visual effect that I did add thanks to another YouTube suggestion comment. Again, I guess I read a lot of comments. I do read every single one, so I really enjoyed this one. If you remember, there is a small blur when the rock explodes that I was unaware on how to fix, and somebody suggested to do a camera shake, so I did implement that, and honestly, I love how that turned out. It still does have that blur effect. I still haven't actually looked into trying how to fix that. A few of you did give me some suggestions on how to correct that, but honestly, I didn't even bother trying to mess with it. I just added that simple camera shake to when the rocks explode, and honestly, I loved how it turned out, and you definitely really can't notice the blurriness at all. I mean, if you look hard enough, you probably can, but I don't think it's an issue at all anymore. So, yeah, now it does a small camera shake. Let me speed it up a bit here. I think this one should work. I've never actually tested this tunnel over here. Yeah, just the camera shake it adds so much to the game. So, another visual effect added. Don't tell me this miner is going to walk over. I feel like this miner is about to walk on this for some reason. Yeah, okay. So some of the pathing's still a little wonky. He definitely should probably not be walking on top of that, but I gotta fix that, as well as the river. They were walking on the river earlier because I haven't blocked them from walking on this either. That's going to be it for this devlog, guys. I know it's a little bit of a shorter one. I tried to get as much into the game in the last couple of weeks as possible, but I've also spent a lot of time working on the Steam page as well, which again is now available over on Steam. So if you guys want to wishlist that, please do so. But hopefully I will see you guys in the next devlog, and thank you again for watching.